Welcome back to another video. It's your boy. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Different. Did I say it wrong?
Yes.
We're doing something a little bit different. Man, we're switching things up. All right, well, we're on the way to the nursery. I got Lincoln Log with me. We're gonna pick out some apple trees. We're gonna plant these for the deer. I tell my mom they're for her, but they're for the deer. We're just on our way there right now. I'm gonna show you guys how to plant an apple tree. I mean, realistically, it's not that hard. You just dig a hole. It's gonna be like 70 degrees out. It's been raining the last couple days, so the ground is wet. Should be good.
Planting weather.
Good planting weather. We'll go to the nursery, take you guys along. We'll pick out some trees. I don't know. I'm getting some apples.
We'll see you at the nursery.
Yeah, we'll see when we get there.
We made it to the trees.
We made it to the trees. All right, we got a lot of options here. A lot of options. I'm thinking we're gonna go with some smaller trees so they fit in this red wagon we're driving. Ain't nothing like the old Chevy Malibu, but Chevy doesn't really have a lot of space. I don't really want to wind burn the trees, but it'd go on the top just like the deer and turkeys. All right, let's pick out a little morsel. I like this little guy.
What kind is it?
Crabapple Whitney. Get in there. Get in. Show off his bark. Or do I like this guy? Well, that guy's a little long. How tall are you?
5'4".
No, not you,
Oh.
the tree. Jeez. Starting off real good. Oh, what are those? All right, so step one to planting and give... Step one to making your little orchard at home. You have to buy a tree. So we're about to buy one.
Apple Cortland.
We don't have one of them yet, I don't think. I like this little guy. Littler the better. You don't need nothing huge. Come on. We found a pear tree. This isn't only an apple video. We're getting you guys exclusive footage at some pear trees too.
Golden Spice Pear.
This golden spice pear.
We should get a cherry tree too.
Well, geez. Come on, Jandis. We can't afford all the trees. Here's our next victim.
Oh, look at that one.
Good looking tree, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Get in there. Ah, this is our last tree. I'm in a tree plant mood. Howdy, partner. All right, here's our last and final victim. You're coming home with us.
I think it's got broken branches.
We'll fix that. Here they are. Well, the next thing's usually you just put it in the back of your truck, but we got this red wagon. Oh, God. So you're going to have to get them at an angle here. Oh, like a glove. Ta-da. All right, we got our 4 apple trees. These are our golden tickets. Golden tickets to success for killing a deer, hopefully. Or at least keeping a deer around. I probably already got about 20. Oh my gosh. The wagon's beeping at me. The old red wagon. Shh. Got him. All right, we ended up with 2 golden spice pears, 1 Cortland apple, which I already have, I think. I don't know. Apple frostbite, which I also think I have, but you can never have enough apple trees. I'm gonna be like little Johnny Appleseed out there with my deer stand. You wanna show them the situation we got going back there? Now we got like a 20, 30, 40 minute drive. I don't know, secret location. Once we get there, you hear all that? Oh my gosh, they're spilling everywhere. But yeah, we got like a 20, 30 minute ride. We'll see you on the orchard. All right, step number, what is this, step 3, step 4? Step 3, grab a shovel and then walk with the shovel down to where you're gonna plant the trees. You still recording? All right, step 4 or 5, I don't remember. Pick where you want your tree. If you look around, take a little gander. I have a orchard going already, and I'm gonna add to it. So we're planting 4 trees today, as I showed you guys the golden tickets. Remember that? And I want this tree right in line with these other ones. Now we dig. So that's step 5. Step 5 is dig. So when I plant these, I like to make the hole twice the size of the bucket. That way I loosen up some of the dirt and it has more of a chance for the roots to break through the dirt and gives it a better survival rate. I also didn't mention that the last 2 days it's been raining, and it's also supposed to rain tonight. So when you plant a tree, try to plan accordingly to if it's gonna rain or not, because that way you don't have to water it as much. I'm gonna check the weather before I leave here today, but another thing I like to do, which I'm not doing right now because I'm talking, is I like to make my pile of grass on the low side of the hill, kind of in a U shape. We're on a pretty decent hill here. It's not steep by any means, but it's a hill. So when the water falls on the grass and it starts flowing downhill, it'll catch in this little bowl I've kind of made. Some of the ones I've planted over the years have now filled in with some of the mulch I've thrown on them, but when you first start them, I like to throw all the dirt on the bottom side, and then I walk on the top side as well, so that way I'm not getting my feet so dirty, kind of keep my work area clean. Basically, dig this hole out, and we'll repeat the same thing on all 4 trees. Now what I'm doing, we got really clayey soil here, a lot of clay in this soil. I just rough up the sides, break through it a little bit. That way it gives the roots some area and space to go once they're down in there. So I usually don't plant it with the whole bucket. Depends on if I can get it out or not. And I want this root line to be at a certain depth level, pretty close to level with the side of the hill. And then at the bottom down here, I want all the nutrient, good dirt that it's been growing in, spread around, kind of like so. So as you can see here, we got to come up a little ways, get to that root line right there. Right here, this mark is where they graft it, so we want to be just below that. Probably not the best day to wear white pants. Wasn't really thinking. I just wanted to wear something comfortable. So when you guys go to do this, I'd recommend not wearing white pants. But we'll get this hole filled in. That is how you plant a tree. We're gonna do a few more things I'll show you guys quick. I got some metal stakes over here. We have quite a few deer on this property. These young trees like this, for one, I don't want them getting rubbed on. And two, I don't really want them like this. So the reason I'm putting these stakes where I am is because if you look on this tree, the wide branch is right in line with these stakes. That way when you wrap your fencing around, you know your fencing will be on the outside of the widest parts of the tree. So keep that in mind. We'll grab a fence here. I gotta get some zip ties. We'll go around this, and then we're gonna fill in this with some grass clippings and stuff. Make sure you're at the depth you want for your tree. Some grass clippings will help as another buffer. All right, that's step 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know what step we're on, but we're stepping. All right. Okay, so now, like I was saying, just grab a bunch of grass clippings or mulch, whatever you want to use. I just use grass clippings, it's free. There's decent nutrients in it, and more than likely, the only thing that'll grow, if any weeds do grow eventually, is just grass. And when we take that fencing off around the trees, all we're mowing is grass. Get a bunch of clippings, put them in your bucket, and meet you back at the tree. All right, I don't know what step we're on, probably step 10. Just place your grass clippings all around the tree. Once you figure out how much you got, kind of spread it out evenly. All right, so what you want to do is take the middle and make a bowl with it. That way, all the moisture stays. That's the idea of mulch in this grass clipping, is so when it rains, this holds the moisture. These roots on this tree, when you guys saw, I pulled it out of the bucket. They're no deeper than this bucket is. So this first year is really crucial for getting this tree to make it through a hot summer. You want to make sure that it's always going to have water, basically. So this should keep moisture all around this tree, so that if we have a little dry spell or something, it should keep that tree moist. That's very crucial. So we got our high side here, so if any water comes down the hill, it's catching and it's going straight down into the root. These grass clippings are just another buffer to keep the soil moist. So this tree should be good. We got our poles in at the widest points, so we're not breaking any branches when we put the fencing around it. We'll put the fence on it, and this one will be done. All right, step number 12. Grab your preferred, what is this? Fencing. This is just what I had left over from older trees that I've planted in the past. We'll wrap this around. Hello! All right, so now you get your stakes in the ground. Farther than I had them. And this looks like it's gonna be plenty big. Kind of cheat in here and we'll cut it. Okay, now you grab some zip ties and you zip tie. You zip tie. Throw a couple of zip ties in there. Make sure your fencing don't go nowhere. I usually throw one on this side, that way it doesn't move. Make sure your fencing's rounded how you want it. All right, and that, my friends, is how you plant the tree. I take these tags off so the tree can grow. Our little golden tickets here. And then what I like to do is either go on that first or second row and label the fence. So once the tree grows, it would obviously rip this, but as you can see, if you look around, I mean, I took the fencing off some of these other ones, but like the ones I've planted in years past, they still have this tag on them. So now I know which trees these are, and I could get more if I need to get pollinators or whatever the case may be. So the tags that I had on these, I just put on smaller branches on those trees. So this is how you plant an apple tree. I plant my apple trees so we can eat them. Obviously, most people do. Really, the main reason is for deer. So we got a little orchard going here. I've been planting a couple trees every year for the last, I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7 years. Probably even longer than that. And yeah, someday down the road, we'll be able to harvest the fruits of our labor. Make sure you guys get outside, plant a tree, do something cool for nature. If you're into hunting, you should definitely be into conservation, because if you make the land better, then you'll have better animals, more animals to hunt. So the moral of the story is if you build it, they will come. You ever heard that one? Pretty much what we're doing here. This is like a long-term investment. This isn't like planting a food plot or something, but in years to come, I'll be able to come down here, grab a little snack, and maybe I'll shoot a 160 off one of these apple trees someday. I think that's probably where we'll wrap the video up. It's how to plant a tree. All we need now is water. Thank you guys for sticking along. I'm gonna plant the other 3 trees that we bought. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one.